terug naar het hoofdkwartier.
Good work, both of you. We're glad to have you both back in one piece.
Those officers you killed.
Not now.
When will we know if the lead paid off?
It's already paying off. Absalom was trying to map a large network of financial accounts and transactions. He was starting to see a pattern, but he never managed to work it out. Our analysts started tracing his steps as soon as you sent the files. With their expertise and their connections, we'll find out where the money is going.
Not bad for our first real operation, huh?
I would have preferred a slightly more subtle approach, but you got the job done. And there'll be plenty more opportunities to improve your approach in the future.
We'll be more careful next time.
I wouldn't have promoted you to fieldwork if I didn't believe that.
We zien, nou, dan kunnen we weer met hem praten natuurlijk.
Iedereen.
When you have a chance, don't forget to swing by Mr. Mansour's office. He was released from the hospital 2 days ago, and he's just getting settled in.
I will. I want to see how well those wounds have healed.
Did you want to see me about something?
You have no problem with the dead police in Copenhagen.
It's always regrettable when bystanders get in the way of an operation, of course. But it's the cost of doing business. Though these are still early days for the mission, we must assume our adversary has eyes and ears everywhere. The loss of an innocent life is preferable to a surviving witness.
I will try to avoid putting anyone in harm's way.
That's all anyone can ask of you.
Oké. Deze is gelukkig een beetje korter. Nou, we weten nu ook waar we moeten zijn natuurlijk. Dat scheelt. Even zien. Ja, ga ik eerst maar naar jou toe, denk ik.
Do you have a minute?
Of course.
I need your help to bug this place.
What? Why?
I just like to know what's going on.
What do you need?
Security does a full bug sweep every Friday. I need you to crack their software and put my equipment on the whitelist.
Easy enough. Is that it?
Thank you, Martin. That's all.
Hey,
That?
this isn't some FSB thing, is it?
It's just me. I'll give you access to the feed as well, alright?
Sure. Cool.
Oké. Paranoia increasing.
Ja.
Nou, dan moeten we dus eerst ook weer terug naar die Josiah, zijn kantoor. Daar een bug planten. Wel leuk trouwens, dat als je iedereen doodschiet, dat ook weer terugkomt in die briefing en zo.
Ja. Ja, dat is wel leuk. Oh ja, Daniel Mansour zit tegenover mijn office.
Bug de phone switch. Die switchen dan ergens anders, denk ik. Niet op die phone zelf.
Ik heb ook geen map of iets die ik kan zien.
Ik denk dat ik hem al zie. Ja, dat is één. Zien voor de analysis office en de armory. Daar moet ik dan nog heen. Ik moet dus met ze praten en kan ik ook meteen die phonebugger neergooien. Dat is ook maar goed dat ik meteen jou ben gaan opzoeken.
Ja.
I can't make head or tails of this control suite.
Heaven must be missing an angel.
The only way this can possibly end is with me punching you.
Hoorde je dat?
Ja. Nou, wel veel intel dan laten liggen, hè?
Ja, best wel.
Dat is toch wel ja.
Ja, de map is ook wel heel erg groot natuurlijk. Ja, ik denk dat vooral op die bouwplaatsen, denk ik dat er veel daar is blijven liggen.
Ja, en ik heb bijvoorbeeld die username nog gevonden voor iets waar je het voor kan gebruiken.
We zien bijna bij de armory nu.
Чем могу помочь сегодня?
Просто забежала узнать, не появилось ли для меня чего-нибудь нового.
Возможно, я наконец-то смогу порадовать вас чем-то более пригодным. Этот МП-5К именно то, что нужно в наши дни для мокрого дела.
Радка, я же не на войну собираюсь, я просто проникаю тайком в офисные здания.
Душа моя, в ходе своего последнего задания вы вывели столько народу, что заслужили бы почетную грамоту ГРУ.
Что ж, разве это не означает, что и мой пистолет более чем пригоден?
1-0 в вашу пользу.
Het doet wel een beetje denken aan Deus Ex. Daar kreeg ik dat soort opmerkingen ook altijd.
Ja. Ja, dat is wel lachen.
Dan moet ik alleen even de ding zien te vinden. Ah, je kan er achter die armory ook nog terug naar boven toe. Een shortcut. Dat is wel makkelijk. Ik kan die ene nou niet vinden, zo snel. Dan moet er eentje zijn in die armory.
Ja, of in de buurt inderdaad. Hoe ziet het eruit dan?
Als een stroomkastje. Of als een secondary objective ding.
Oké.
Эй, Радка, те запалы. Они в отделе ели.
Почему бы самой не заглянуть?
Проще тебя спросить.
Отдел F.
Dan heb jij nu geen kompas?
Nee, ik heb niks eigenlijk.
Ah, ik heb er hier eentje gevonden. Even kijken hoor.
Ja, dat was hem.
Ja. Dus ik moet nou nog naar Sarah in her office. Daniel in his office. Ik weet niet wie Daniel is dan.
Dat ben ik volgens mij.
Nee.
Oh nee.
Ja, jou hebben we al gehad. En dan moeten we nog de phone switch voor de analysis office. Dat zal boven ergens zijn, denk ik.
Another crash. I swear to God, DARPA needs to hire some company.
Even zien hoor, ik zie hier wel nog zo'n vlaggetje op de kompas staan.
Dat is die Daniel. Die zit hier.
Ah, dit is mijn... dat heb ik nog niet eens gezien. Hammered.
You guys are not messing around. This is a very impressive compound.
I'm told it used to be a Navy installation during the First Great War. Josiah is renting it from a secure storage company. Where did they put you up?
The Green Crescent Hotel.
Sounds fancy.
It's a dump, but it means living in a clay hut in rural Pakistan. Of course, as a business consultant hired by the Iridani Group, I'm used to makeshift accommodations. Where are you staying?
They found me a sublease in Famagusta. Martin is in the same town, so we carpool.
Listen, I want to thank you for saving my ass back in Mexico. If it weren't for you and
Ah, dat is die vent.
right, if it weren't for you, my smile would be a whole lot less charming right now. My amigos were bringing out the pliers. It was gonna get ugly.
It was careless of you to get caught like that.
Somebody sold me out. The way they came for me, it was just out of my hands.
Just like your fingernails.
Don't even talk about that. I'm just glad you decided not to wait for the federales.
Well, I'm sure you'll be a good addition to the team.
I get the feeling you're the favorite around here. But hey, between you and me, we'll find these guys and put a stop to the leaks.
Oké, dus dat was dus die Daniel.
Die Sarah zou wel van die analysis op zijn dan toch?
Ja, ja, en daar zit dan ook die laatste bug nog. Dat zit hier nog ergens, geloof ik. Oh ja, ja.
How the bloody hell could you kill those people?
I was partnered.
They were just police officers, just doing their job. They probably had families.
Those people I killed in Mexico were cops too.
Well, that's different. Those people were working for the cartels.
Should I have given myself up for arrest?
Yes, spies get caught all the time. We could have gotten you out.
Don't be stupid. We don't have that kind of support. If any of us gets caught, there's no government to claim us.
Maybe not, but that still doesn't
How
mean...
many more spies would die if I were held and tried for trespassing or burglary or accessory to murder?
Well,
You don't get to play armchair spy, Sarah. It's easy to play it cool when you're sitting back here in a nice office chair with no firearms trained at your head.
Was there really no other way? Did you have to kill those officers?
I don't know, and neither do you.
Ja, oké. Can't argue with that. Dan moeten we even kijken waar hier dat kistje aan de muur zit. Want ik zie er geen... ik zie er geen markering meer voor op de kaart. Ah, dit is hem. Ik heb hem. Zit hier in een klein zijkamertje. Oké, dan hebben we alleen de briefing nog. En speak to Martin again in his office. Oké, dan moeten we weer even naar jouw andere kant op. Even zien. Laat ik mij maar eens even opnieuw binnenkomen. Ik zag net wel een A to talk of zo. Oh ja, daar hebben we hem.
Through to both our offices. Are you getting a signal?
Yep, looks good. I don't know what you hope to get from this though.
I hope to get nothing, but trusting people has bit me in the ass before, so now I like to play it safe. Thanks for your help, Martin.
Yeah, sure.
Oké. Nou, de briefing dan nog.
Goed wat we nou allemaal aan het doen zijn eigenlijk.
Even zien. London, England. Ah, je kan gewoon... kan ook weer Denemarken kun je ook nog opnieuw doen.
Ja, om je scores te verbeteren.
Nou. Virus unlocked. Oké. PPK, MK2.
Je hebt geen non-lethal...
Nee.
Ja, dan moet je het helemaal stealth proberen, maar dat is best wel lastig.
Ja. Nou, deze keer neem ik wel 2 remote modems mee.
All right, everyone. Before we begin the briefing, thank you all for your work you've put in over the past couple of weeks. It's been a rough start, but it feels like we've all begun to set aside our differences and get into the swing of things. Keep up the good work. Now, I'll let Sarah explain what the analysis department has discovered since Copenhagen. Then I'll get into the details of this next operation.
Right. Well, thanks to the efforts of our field team, we've had full access to the data compiled by Absalom in the months leading up to his death. Absalom was charting the monetary flow from the pan-European and the South American drug trade. He managed to get quite close to identifying a single common destination for this money. But of course, he was not an analyst. We managed to finish what he started. We've traced the accounts to a London-based financial company called Catalyst Investment Group.
How much money are we talking about?
On the order of hundreds of millions of dollars.
What's it all for?
It's clearly some sort of money laundering scheme. Catalyst is a black hole into which a staggering amount of capital is disappearing. It must be coming out somewhere else. But we can't see past the event horizon, to maintain the metaphor.
I see where this is going.
Yes. Of course, we need to get inside Catalyst. We need to get a hold of their files, both physical and digital, so we can trace the movement of the drug money through the organization and identify the recipients.
Hold the phone. How does this relate to our mission?
This money laundering scheme is the best lead we've got. The betrayal of Absalom fits the pattern of our leaks. For now, we're assuming that whoever was responsible for our leaks also sold out Absalom and Mr. Mansour. At the same time, it's clear that this scheme is at the heart of Absalom's death. Absalom and Mansour were investigating different parts of the same criminal operation, and they were both getting very close indeed. We conclude that they were sold out in order to impede the investigation.
How can we know that?
The cash flow stopped shortly after Absalom died. The operation is probably being restructured, while the CIA is scrambling to establish new NOC agents. It's not conclusive evidence, but it's enough to act on.
Thank you, Sarah. I've chosen to send Miss Kozlova and Mr. Zimborski to London, while Mr. Mansour will track down Absalom's German contact and connect with his network in Central Europe.
We're going to London?
It's an accounting office. We'll be fine.
Our pretext should get you through the front door without any trouble. You have two pairs of objectives. One, our sources indicate that the chief internal auditor should have the records of which files we need. Search his office. Then search the physical archive in the basement. Two, the server room is on the 3rd floor. But first, you'll need to secure a decryption key from the IT office.
I can get into the IT computers remotely. We don't need to get Cat in there.
How's the security?
Handled by a contractor called Safeguard, one of the few private firms licensed to carry lethal weaponry in the UK. They're one step above mall cops, but don't underestimate them.
What's the pretext?
You're on the cleaning crew. That should get you past the lobby and let you roam the hallways. If you need to search the offices, you'll still have to keep a low profile. The main problem is getting past the archive guard. The only way into the archive is past a permanently staffed security desk. You may have to get your hands dirty at that point. Unless Mr. Zimborski can find a pressure point for whoever's on duty when you arrive.
No time to waste.
You'll leave tomorrow morning. Make sure you're ready for any eventuality. Good luck.